Hello and welcome back to CBR MTG. My name is Angus Mackay. I'm joined here with Nicholas Fennell.
Hi.
And Lachlan Saunders.
Hello.
Today we're going through a classic Tim Evers UR control versus a relatively popular deck piloted by Brandon Owen of the Grixis Delver. Lockie, do you want to run us through Grixis Delver and how you feel about it?
Yeah, I think it's a good deck. It's obviously risen to popularity. Combination of just Deathrite Shaman, True Name Nemesis, Gomag Angler, Delver of Secrets with cantrips, a little bit of burn, and the ever-present Brainstorm Force of Will duo.
As we see in Brandon's hand now.
Yeah, people have chosen to kind of stretch the mana base in terms of including black in the deck just for Deathrite Shaman and playing Gomag Angler. It's just like very, very powerful cards.
Yeah, Deathrite Shaman really sort of pushing the deck over the edge for versatility, helping you fix that mana as well. We see on Tim's side after a Gitaxian Probe, 2 Flooded Strands, a Vendilion Click, Fire and Ice, Spell Snare, and another card that I'm not 100% sure. Brainstorm,
yeah.
Sure. And Lightning Bolt as well.
It's a pretty good hand for Tim. It has a lot of answers. Has a threat in the form of Click. Has Spell Snare not really doing anything in this matchup as far as I'm aware. This Grixis Delver deck not playing Young Pyromancer, I don't think.
No, not.
I think it might be, actually.
There's definitely a couple of variants of Grixis Delver, but I think the ones playing Pyromancer is also playing the Cabal Therapy.
Yeah.
So if they choose to opt away from the Cabal Therapy line, they may be less inclined to play Young Peasy. But
well, Spell Snare is still not very impactful at this point in time.
Yeah.
So I imagine we'll see Tim putting it back on top and shuffling it away.
Possibly. Tim's versed a lot of Grixis Delvers in his time, but I think his deck is very, very tuned against combo, which is kind of just what's happening right now, even in the sort of national meta. But it sometimes can fall short, so it'll be very interesting to see how this game goes against 2 relatively fair decks.
Stifle on the fetch.
Okay. That's pretty good.
No bolt for Tim, and harder to cast that Click.
Yeah, also just the fact that he has to draw these garbage cards. Yeah, he did pop that Spell Snare back on top. Yeah. That's something to think about when you're brainstorming against a Delver deck. Like, you, even though you hope that you're going to shuffle these cards away, you want to put them back in an order that plays around Stifle, because maybe you will be drawing this card, and maybe you get to play your second fetch in your main phase, but like you still got to draw that one card, so you want to make it it's like the least worst card, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
And banking on your opponent, not only having one fetch or one source to shuffle your library, and seeing your opponent with a full grip and 1 blue mana open, like it really changes Tim's game plan.
For sure.
Tim's really playing into lots of legacy decks playing non-basic lands, so he'll play a lot of basics and then play Price of Progress main board.
Yep.
Like we see a lot of other blue-red Delvers play, but Brandon's Grixis Delver is kind of going on a different route where you're stifling the ever-present fetches that are in the format as well.
Yep. It seems like Tim chose to just redraw the other card he put back from Brainstorm, maybe playing around another Stifle, knowing that he had a mountain on top, and having access to 3 mana as well as red mana is more important than getting a redraw from that mountain.
Yeah, I just don't feel like the Brandon's ever going to tap out from here. Like
a Ponder and not flipping the Delver is pretty tough.
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Yeah,
it says a lot for Tim. He might feel a little bit more comfortable knowing that we're just going to see some threats instead of more cantrips.
The True Name very good. Kind of hard for Tim to deal with.
Tim has no response as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, Tim really needs to counter this one, which I presume he's doing.
No, I think this is end of turn clicking.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he had any brainstorms or any counter magic in his hand that wasn't Spell Snare.
Yeah. At least just happy to see Brandon tap out at that point, so he didn't have to play around any more Stifles.
Oh. No, counterspell.
He does have a counterspell.
Actual factual counterspell. That's not too bad. I think Brandon.
Brandon really wants this. Yeah. Would you fight over this?
Yeah,
definitely.
I think so.
I'd want that True Name definitely.
For sure. You see him dazing here, which is I guess just an effort for him to get those daisies out of his hand and use them.
Yeah. Late game, less impactful for sure.
And like saving a force for something else that Tim might play.
Actually, quite don't mind that line at all because, like Tim being a draw go deck himself, like he's not really going to be tapped out of very many opportunities. So, to really capitalize that on that as much as possible, playing 2 daisies and putting 2 lands back in your hand is perfectly reasonable considering he's got a Delver that might be flipped next turn and a True Name.
Yeah, I think he also might have a Brainstorm in hand. So actually making use of those lands coming back to his hand, maybe swapping them out for a spell if he wants. Yeah,
for sure. We're going to see the flip.
There we go. Off a lightning bolt. That's pretty good.
Yeah. These are some. This is a very strong.
We can see the Vendian Click poised and ready at the front of Tim's hand.
Yeah, he's definitely.
We might see an attempted ambush here, but I think the lightning bolt changes that a little bit. I think we're just going to see the fire ice played as a shock here on the Delver.
Yeah, such a rough beat knowing that you have the click in hand, but he also has the bolt. Like that information is good and bad, because he now knows that it's definitely going. He is going for the click.
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck, Tim. Hopefully, Brandon doesn't bolt it. He's targeting. It looks like Tim's about to target himself, so maybe he's just got a really bad hand that he needs to kind of find more for. We'll see what Brandon does.
Or he's trying to eke out Brandon.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't know. When you're at 11 life, it's probably might be better to not let it go to your face.
Yeah, because that does actually mean that if Tim does get that click to soak up the 3 damage, it means that that doesn't go to his face, and it doesn't mean that Brandon has lethal next turn with another bolt.
Yep. Now,
but he chose to attack, which is pretty aggressive.
Yeah, well, he's got that fire and ice in hand, and hopefully...
I guess he can ice the Delver and hope it gets there.
Because then it's just who has the burn spells after that, which is an interesting game between two burnish decks.
Wasteland here over the Underground Sea is interesting.
Not doing much.
Yeah,
maybe in the face of a price progress, so we can eat one of his no basics. That seems fine.
Definitely something to think about.
Ooh, we're seeing a lightning bolt here. We still have 3 open blue mana, and he's opting not to go with the fire plan. Just straight from
I guess I'm not sure what else is in his hand, but I'm not sure how much I like using the bolt on the Delver when you have fire ice.
Yeah, exactly. I think the game's getting so tight right now, and they're going to start racing. Every burn spell really counts.
Yeah, you'd rather have that lava spike.
Oh yeah. Alright, so we're seeing True Name just come in for 3, as True Names are known to do. And
especially when it can't block that Vendian Click.
Yeah.
Brandon, I think, has a Brainstorm in hand, so maybe he's thinking about firing it off now, or he has another cantrip he wants to fire off at sorcery speed.
Yeah, just trying to get that hand, card advantage.
Ooh, cycling ice on Wasteland.
Ooh.
And then Brandon immediately uses it on itself to deny Tim a card.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah. That was the thing. He may as well see if he can get the line out.
Especially when he has the 3rd mana source in hand anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just down to 8 and 8, so we're definitely racing each other at this point. But Brandon's got more red mana than Tim Evers does, which is
it could be crucial.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially because Tim's chosen to spend 5 points of burn here on not Brandon's face.
Not Brandon's face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot closer, or could have just won it, I guess.
Yeah,
he's definitely trying to just control.
But I guess he does know that Brandon has a bolt in hand that he still hasn't used, which takes care of the Vendian Click finishing things off.
And we'll see.
Brandon almost playing an Underground Sea, rethinking his play, thinking about maybe I want to keep this underground, keep my land drop free in case I want to brainstorm and play a fetch.
I mean, he's pretty far ahead, but definitely still play as good as you possibly can. Do the brainstorm now, see if you can get a fetch land out of it. Clean up that hand a little bit. It's still I think his hand's pretty tight at the moment.
He has 2 lightning bolts, so you could just fire them off into Tim's face now, right? I'm pretty sure it's 2 bolts.
I mean, his hand, Tim's got 4 cards in
Not
hand.
playing a land. I don't know about that.
Even if Tim has price, just bolt in response.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems that Brandon might be just trying to just do everything in the second main phase just to make sure that Tim plays as much things as he possibly can. Maybe
But
use
also-
up a bit of that mana.
Yeah, making him tap out, I guess, as well.
Yeah,
It's pretty
it
good.
seems okay. Like, now he has this Snapcaster Mage. What I don't know what it's targeting.
Probably bolt, maybe. That's fair.
And the second bolt,
This.
the Force,
Oh,
leaving him one card
Oh.
in hand, and the Force back,
yep. Oh.
and the
Bolt
bolt
you in
you.
return.
Yeah.
Sick, alright. Stack clears up, and we have Tim on -2 life, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was very, very close though.
That was very close.
was
So
very
I
close.
believe that was quite possibly end of turn Snapcaster, just to try and clean up that clock a little bit.
It was, yeah. Well, I mean, the Anderson Snapcaster was able to flash back a Fire Ice or a Lightning Bolt or
Yep.
And then he has to deal with both things because then he'll be on 2. Was
If,
it Brandon on 5? Or was it?
he's able to flash back a Bolt. Brandon was on 8.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
So Bolt's to 5, then he has 5 points from his creatures.
5 points, yeah.
Yeah.
They actually had the line, yeah. But
And he had a second Lightning Bolt. But unfortunately, Brandon, instead of having counter magic, just had kill you.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Well,
It is
kill
what it
you
is.
and a Force of Will, which is always a good backup to kill you.
It's, I guess it kind of shows the versatility of the Grixis Delver deck, you know, like a lot of people say it's 50% against every matchup, right? So you're like, because you've got so many answers and you're playing from so many different angles, like you think your opponent is going to force of will your spell when really they're just going to bolt your face, you know.
Yeah. I definitely think that the Grixis Delver deck is probably the best Delver deck.
Mm-hmm.
I think it does the Delver thing in the best way.
Yep.
Just
What about the PZ over Cabal PZ over Stifle?
I am a big fan of Young Pyromancer.
Yep.
But I think in terms of the card itself, it can be very hard to play because a lot of people they just want to like jam it on 2 and like you've got to wait so you can at least get one if not 2 tokens out of it.
Passing the turn with the PZ on board
yeah,
is
like
really bad.
Just
Boring.
That turn 3 to turn 4 plus play of like play Pyromancer, probe you,
Taxing
get a
probe,
guy,
yeah.
therapy, like it's so powerful to just be able to take, like you see your opponent's hand, you get to take 2 of their best cards. So you're basically playing a Hymn to Turak that like generates you a guy.
Yeah.
It's like a 1 mana, 1
Also,
mana.
yeah, so
and it's not even him because like you're
You
checking
target,
the best
You get to
cards.
pick, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's very, very powerful.
now we saw Brandon thumb Force of Wills to the front of his deck, presumably sliding them out. It's probably the tech on both sides, I'd say.
Yeah, I think so. When I was playing the blue-red Spellstarter Delver against Tim, and when I was playing the Vile Smasher deck as well against the kind of like Brainstorm Force of Will creatures mirror, like Force of Will just sucks so much. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Unless you're there's some consideration in keeping a couple in from Tim's perspective in terms of like he doesn't actually really have a way of dealing with True Name once it's on the board that isn't just pointing a bunch of burn at Brandon's head and hoping he dies. So there's definitely consideration in keeping 1 to 2 in unless you depending on your sideboard what answers you have, but for the most part like 2 for 1ing yourself in this matchup is just so bad. It's
Giving
just so
yourself
bad.
that card.
Yeah. It's real bad.
Brandon mulliganing now. Didn't like the opening 7.
We saw
Picking needle.
Yeah. What's the primary target? You think maybe just
Well,
Jace?
he has Jace. He has
Lavamancer,
yeah.
could be a consideration.
Pretty
Oh,
good.
for sure.
When you're throwing that many spells in the graveyard and then just pinging the face or pinging stuff on the board.
Given
Pinging Delver.
this is a pretty like local meta, and we all know what each other is playing. Just naming Flooded Strand because like I know Brandon doesn't play Flooded Strand. Tim plays Flooded Strand,
Pretty
so
powerful.
like you just get to maybe turn off a bunch of your opponent's fetches, maybe like
That's why you fill your sideboard with 8 different fetches.
yeah.
That's
just
the tactic.
just to get them.
Yeah, no, I think the whole fetch land metagame within Legacy is like pretty funny. Like playing like in your like green-based decks, you can play like Windscribe Teeth, Wooded Foothills because no one else plays
Yeah,
those.
exactly.
Or like in your burn deck, you play like Tarn because like maybe your opponent thinks you're blue, that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a really interesting thing because we have done on a few occasions. What deck are they playing? Like you're guessing it from their first turn. So if they go Scalding Tarn, Ponder, go.
It's just like this.
You have to guess what deck it's
so
going to
many
be.
decks.
Well, that's the reason
exactly.
why I play Misty Rainforests and Verdant Catacombs in Elves.
Yeah.
So I can go turn 1 Misty, Bayou, Deathrite, and I could be a few different decks.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's a good call. Yeah.
But if I play turn 1 Wooded Foothills, Bayou, Deathrite, he's probably Elves.
Probably Elves or Jund, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
But
Very small.
But Windswept Teeth is definitely Elves. I think.
For sure.
Nick
I
Fittney.
guess you could be Maverick on
Maverick.
But
Loam.
it's just interesting, like using that one data point and then extrapolating from that.
Yeah.
So
People abusing it.
Fetch is just like you get so much information out of one land. It's crazy.
And there is a Lava Mancer on the board now from Tim, so maybe that Pithing Needle would have been pretty good at the
It was a
moment.
good turn 2 player. So it was turn 1 Ponder. So we're a little bit deep in the game now, but it was turn 1 Ponder from Tim, and then turn 2 Peasy, which was just possibly insane.
Turn one.
Oh, sorry, Lava Mancer. Sorry.
Well,
turn one Ponder, turn 2 Lava Mancer.
Yeah.
Brandon replied with a Ponder, and now he's got a Deathrite. So it's kind of
Pretty
like Deathrite versus Lava Mancer, but Lava Mancer kind of beats Deathrite if it comes down first.
Yeah.
Does Lava Mancer target cards in the graveyard?
No,
Oh,
it exiles
okay.
them the cost.
There you go.
So you can't even use Deathrite to
You have to proactively
Stop
do
it.
it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Stifle. That's pretty cool. I like that. There's a little virtual card advantage in that, but like you're spending one card to kind of like waste an activation off your opponent's card,
And then he bolts it anyway, so...
Yeah.
I mean, that's one less bolt to the face, right?
Yeah, but now you're
the
going
Stifle
on
is
Stifle.
basically a 2-for-1 now.
Yeah,
Like,
I
Well,
guess.
Stifle is gain 3 life,
which
is pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I quite like the Stifle. It's
I love
it
Stifle
really
as a card.
keeps the game
Yeah.
like fair, you know.
Like, when I
It's
first started playing
really
Legacy, I played the good old Rod Delver Canadian Threshold.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was an archetype that was extremely dominant, and Stifling People's Fetches is always good.
Oh yeah, so
Young
satisfying.
Pyromancer coming down here.
So
is
it does play
very,
right
very
now.
powerful.
It's very good.
Ooh.
I'm feeling very good right now about this. I mean,
No
except
probe.
No
It's
problem.
a little bit rough, and
Yeah.
like he has a fetch, so
Brainstorm was pretty bad.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not a 100% great play, but we don't know what's in Brandon's hand and what brought him to that conclusion. But it feels like if he doesn't punch anything off now, like we're just going to see another Grim Lavamancer activation.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's just gonna. Yep, here we go. Taste it, young Pyromancer. I guess he can snap and brainstorm.
Fetch, Stifle, get him.
Yeah, get a 1/1 and you make your Pyromancer live.
I can remember playing against Sean Brown, who was playing Grixis Delver, when I was playing Elves.
Yep.
And the line I had to do, I can't remember what it was now. I could either natural order or I could do a bunch of fetch Deathrite shenanigans.
Yep.
And then he had 3 cards in hand. I was playing around Force for natural order because he probably has Force in a blue card.
Yep.
He probably doesn't have 3 Stifles. And then I go, fetch. He goes, Stifle. I go, okay, activate Scavenging Ooze. Stifle. And then I just die. He did have 3 Stifles. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just awful.
Sometimes your opponent draws playsets.
Mm.
Oh, this young Brandmancer living here. We did see a stifle out of Brandon to stop the Lavamancer.
So you must have
God.
been feeling pretty confident then. I think one of the things that you can't do, especially
Well,
between...
he didn't stifle it. No, he
Oh,
brainstormed.
okay. He brainstormed.
brainstormed?
Okay,
He
sure.
fetched for the
It's unlucky.
Vault.
Fetch for the Volk brainstorm.
Brainstormed.
Okay.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, getting like one guy out of it is fine.
And again,
But
I'm taking
Lavamancer
very
just like is
Dominating this
so
game
good
right
at
now.
taking out small creatures repeatedly. All it demands is you play a normal game of Magic.
Can't take out a true name there.
You cannot. That's why he's
Just
setting up
use
that
the
good
Pyroblast,
Pyroblast.
yeah.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Pyroblast is like a very natural bring-in when you're taking out Force of Will. Because like if that's the game you're playing where you're just racing card advantage, and Pyroblast is just infinitely better than Force of Will.
Yeah. I don't know. Brandon has a daze in hand, and I think I would have like deeply thought about dazing that end of turn brainstorm.
Yeah,
Just for the tempo. Like, you have no lands in
for
hand.
sure.
You can, like, play a land next turn. Like, you just get to eat one of the best cards in the game.
Yeah, people. I feel like Brainstorm is like so underrated. Like I've
That sounds like I don't think
I-
anyone's ever said that statement.
well,
I mean,
it's
like,
just so, like
it was pretty bad. It
you're not
used to be
taking-
pretty bad.
You're not
Okay.
taking it out of people's hand. Like,
Oh,
Oh, Daisy
yeah,
and
look,
Jace.
I'm an idiot. Look at me go. Yeah, saving that days to counter Jace.
It's very good.
Yeah.
there you go.
Unfortunately, not another token from Pyromancer who's now gone.
Yeah. Only little D remains.
Mm.
I think people to your point, Angus. I think people do undervalue the power of brainstorm because it's very easy to get complacent with your brainstorms.
Yep.
It's like draw 3, put 2 back, whatever. Like,
Yeah,
but like saving your brainstorms and not using them immediately and like waiting until you can get that shuffle effect.
like doing it at end of
Yeah.
turn. Also, like when you see a brainstorm in your opponent's hand, like you can really tell like a good player from a bad player because they'll go cantrip. Who cares? But it's like the perfect information is lost when when your opponent plays a brainstorm. So like you can definitely see people doing that.
Yeah, like a lot people tend to just like be so like I guess like careless with their cantrip effects and their brainstorms. Like especially when it gets down to top decking. Like if you top deck a brainstorm, like a lot of the time it's just like it's incorrect to just snap it off, to just fire it off. Because like if you draw like 3 blanks and you just put 2 back, you're like
You just literally lost the game. Yeah.
Like you want to wait until you can maximize the effect of your brainstorm.
Absolutely.
It's like the effect is so powerful. Just like you get to like if you have a hand of 3 lands and you brainstorm and draw 3 spells, it's just like, oh my god, this is ridiculous.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's so much different to a Ponder because you get access to all those spells immediately instead of having to wait a few turns with a Ponder. Like, yeah.
It's funny that it was banned along with Preordain and Ponder in EDH.
1v1 online.
1v1, yeah.
That is very interesting. They chose to stifle the blue decks in that way.
Do you think it was? I mean, I didn't realize it was 1v1, but I was thinking it may have been a time issue. But surely it's not a time issue in 1v1.
Well, it was just blue was way too powerful.
Okay, sure.
The barrel decks were just way too consistent.
Yep.
You would just be able to cantrip your way to the polymorph your Baral or your Jace, Prince Prodigy, and get an Emrakul and put into play.
Pyroblast on the Snapcaster Mage there.
Yeah, back to the game. This is a very
It's a very back and forth game.
very back and forth. We see Germag come down.
I can't tell if the snap's in response to the Gomag or if he's doing it at the end.
I feel like it's quite possible. We see Brandon just snapping off that Pyroblast. Germag being a possible game ender in this one.
Definitely. It's very hard to get rid of. Tim does have the ability to Lava Mance it and bolt it, but that can be a somewhat risky
Very
endeavor.
onerous as well.
Yeah.
Now, what have we got? We got Blue Blast and what's in the bin? Or we're just letting it go?
Just a
Just
bunch of
letting it
hand. Yeah, there was in the bin. I think there was a brainstorm to target
Okay.
for Tim.
There's still
Oh, true name.
Your name's very good.
That's a perfect answer.
yeah, for sure. So
To,
now we're
to the
saying that's
Germag.
What's Gomag forever?
the brick wall. Yeah, exactly. That is the true
Yeah,
name.
I'm not sure what Tim was trying to access off Snapcaster that made Brandon want to blast it. I know there's a Pyroblast in there, and I know there's a Jace. I think that card above Jace is a Brainstorm, but
It must have just been Brainstorm.
yeah,
Possibly.
It could have been in
Just
response
taking
to the
a little bit
Gomag
deeper.
just to can't like.
it was
also-
Brainstorm. It was Brainstorm.
Yeah. So it must have been in response to the Gomag game.
Yeah, I guess.
Because what else would you do? I guess you're brainstorming to try and do a force.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely don't think anyone brought in any more forces, but he could be looking for another Pyroblast or something. But whatever happened, we see the end of Go.
Maybe-
Or just another bolt. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, a lightning bolt would do it because they'd be able to lava mance it, bolt it. Yeah, for sure.
We're seeing.
Yeah, we have a
Tell-
stalemate here, basically. Well,
this could be turned around now.
There's
not
a
anymore.
fire.
Not
Yeah.
anymore. There is a fire. Was that therapy? Flipping
We
over
did see an
therapy?
interesting therapy come in as well. Look, we're gonna snap off this therapy. I feel very soon, but is it really worth it? Like, I mean,
He could wait until he
You
has a
have to get cards in the
pyromancer.
deck and,
yeah.
And like your opponent knows about it, so I guess it's not getting any better.
Just doing it. What do you
What would you
name?
name? I might even name Bolt in this situation.
brainstorm.
Brainstorm's interesting.
Bolt
I feel like.
What
What do you name?
what
Click.
was that?
Yeah.
Get
Wow,
him.
that's pretty good.
That's a good call.
Oh,
Price though.
yeah.
Price is kind of interesting.
Here's
but I mean,
price, Snapcaster price. So here's what, 6 point. Here's 12 points of burn in hand.
Oof.
But it's a true name that's going to attack.
It's pretty rough.
Yeah. So the Peasy was a good call. I'm
Is
not
that
100% sure if Brandon knew that the Peasy was... not Peasy, sorry. The
Click was
Vendilion
there.
click was in his hand.
I don't think
but,
so. It's just like, I think he just...
Just envisioned
What
it.
can you do in response to me swinging with Delver that I care about?
yeah, for sure.
Is
Well, that's
that-
what I was thinking.
And Tim-
Bolt,
Tim-
but like...
Yeah.
Tim in his hubris
Yeah.
was like, he won't guess click.
Oh, he definitely wouldn't have named Bolt because he was snap bolting, right? If he snap bolted, then Brandon's not.
He probably
going
doesn't have a
to-
bolt. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have. Brandon's saying that he definitely doesn't have bolt in hand, and that
Yeah.
Brandon's being hopefully smart enough
Oh,
that he goes.
is he going to sack a creature to cast a bolt therapy again? Surely not.
And get that...
Get that snap.
And just get priced.
Get
and
well,
then-
no, get one of the things out of his hand.
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah, because each of those cards represents 6 damage.
Sure.
The
Foster Storm?
I feel like just taking the
or
snappy is
does
fine.
he just get Flusterstorm, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, because there's one
yeah,
spell cast.
I definitely wouldn't sack a flyer or go Mag Angler.
He seems to
Really.
have put it in his graveyard for some reason.
Yeah,
Oh, in response?
he chose not to cast it.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
He thought about it.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't cast
Yeah,
it.
especially because it just gets countered by Flusterstorm.
I think it's a Stifle in Brandon's hand.
And stuff for that Storm Trigger.
Oh, yeah. That's average.
Yeah. What's more important actually is you can stuff all the Snapcaster Mage too.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Which means that the price isn't actually going to come back and deal him damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough situation. Brandon, like, he has more board presence, but just the fact that Tim can kill him so quickly.
Yeah, exactly. But if he does snap Price, then he does have the Stifle. So he can survive a bit better.
I don't know about playing the Scouting Tarn, actually.
Yeah?
Because you're playing his Snap Price, right?
Yeah, true.
So, like...
His deck's full of basics. You just
Yeah, but, like, you
take
still
one instead
lose
of
a
two.
life.
Yeah, true.
Where you could just keep it in hand
Yeah,
as an
definitely.
unknown card as well. Like,
Yeah. Is it a
but,
force of will?
no,
Who knows?
I changed my mind because like it allows them access to Flusterstorm.
Oh, yeah, true. Exactly.
Yeah, that's
We
fair.
did it.
That's fair. No, that's a perfectly reasonable line.
I think Tim wins if the price resolves, doesn't he? With a swing from True Name and a price? 2-6?
Well, if the price resolved and Brandon has no answers to this,
Well, it's a bit awkward because
True Name.
Snapcaster and
Ooh,
price resolve.
Wasteland!
Oh,
my god,
That's very good for
punished.
Brandon.
Tim got punished for not like doing it in Brandon's upkeep.
Yeah,
That's unreal. It's unbelievable.
so good.
That's game 4. Pretty good.
Well, it's more like game 2, I guess. Because he only had 3 non-basics before anyway.
Yeah, look. It is what it is.
It's true.
It makes him not die, which is kind of insane. Like, it makes him also able to attack with both of his creatures this turn,
Ooh.
I think. Oh,
No, because he'd still take 4.
I think
He must have... No? Oh,
he just wants to pick a
Stifle.
target.
There we go.
Stifle.
Cool.
Yeah.
Get him.
Yeah, because
Now he has to Flusterstorm and then he can't price. So he can price still.
he can price. But Brandon...
Can Wasteland in response.
Wasteland, yeah.
Oh, so good.
But I actually think what Tim has 5 points off the guys in play, which means that like he'll still be able to. He can Fluster and price, right?
Yes.
So Brandon will take 4 and go to 3 and then die.
But if he doesn't fluster... Well, if he does fluster, Brandon wastelands his land, and then he can't... Oh, he can't price, because he only has one land left.
No, he has 3 untapped, right?
Yeah, but he hasn't cast fluster yet. So
Yeah,
cast
I
fluster
think
and then
he's just
wasteland.
let the Stifle resolve for some reason. That's interesting.
Well, I guess he just floats the mana. Yeah, true. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like this line.
Yeah,
from,
no, because now he...
from Tim. He definitely had the ability to
Win the game.
win the game. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now he's on an awkward 3-turn clock if you find an answer to this Gomag Angler. Yeah, I don't know, because so Brandon stifles the Snapcaster. He flusters that back.
Yeah, true.
If Brandon pays, then he can't
Wasteland.
price.
Yeah.
He takes if Brandon pays, the stifle resolves and he can't price.
Yeah,
right?
true.
Yeah, I guess that's the case.
Yeah, true. Yep. Because he can pay. He could pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he had the 3.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, at least then we know that Tim couldn't have won on that one then.
Yep.
The
Definitely.
line wasn't there.
Yep. I think he has a forked bolt in hand. That's pretty spicy.
Hmm.
We see Brandon having 2 cards in hand, one of which is a Polluted Delta. The other, I think, is a Lightning Bolt, maybe. But Tim drawing a Brainstorm there, but not playing a fetch. Might be good news for Brandon.
I mean, any good news right now would be
tough decking.
fantastic. Yeah.
Do we know what's in Tim?
Tim has, I think I saw a blue spell, so maybe another Brainstorm or something like that.
Mm.
He's drawn past 1 of the blanks he put back on top.
He's just waiting and
Yeah.
blanking the Gomag.
It's almost in Brandon's best interest at this moment to not play any more lands. Like, if he doesn't need to, then, just be careful of the almost lethal price.
Well,
The price is literally lethal at the moment, even
Yeah.
if you had a basic to fetch off the Delta, because it'll take.
But they have had a few turns, I think.
Yeah, but if you don't play it, you can go to 1.
All right, Brandon has a Pyroblast
Yeah.
and a Lightning Bolt in hand.
Yep.
I don't know about Pyroblasting this Brainstorm.
No.
He just wants to keep him away from those cards.
I guess it's like
What else are you going to Pyroblast? Really?
Yeah, Snapcaster.
And when Tim's been blanking that long, you don't want to give him that advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
but
reasonable.
if he just draws a Snapcaster off the top, you look at the Pyroblast in your graveyard, you're like,
GG.
interesting.
Yeah.
Snapcaster is the card that kills you at the moment, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And it's
Snap price.
Snap or Jace. Jace would suck.
Yeah, definitely.
Snap, Jace, even a Delver is pretty bad for you.
Yeah.
How many prices does Tim play mainboard?
I think at least 2.
Okay, we see.
Well, then this is post board as well, so I think he might have access to up to 3. I think he plays 1 main board and 1 side. But there's definitely more than 1 in the deck, that's for sure.
Brandon bolting face.
Yeah, also that Wasteland being particularly good right now. When you're looking down the barrel of a price program.
Well, it with a true name swing, it still kills him.
Yep.
You just
He's on virtual 4.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Tim rips the snap, and if Brandon doesn't have an answer for that, alright.
Yeah, it's going deep.
Tim throwing
Going
cards
into the
floor.
tank.
Alright, 2 points of burn, a forcible, and a fluster. Alright, millions of counterspells.
Alright, and Brandon on 1 card.
Yeah, he probably wants to draw one off the probe, I imagine.
Yeah.
I would say he wanted to draw a lightning bolt, if I were to make a guess.
Yes. I don't think he has drawn a card yet.
No, he definitely hasn't. But
There we go. Oh, he has a lightning bolt in hand? Lol, that's pretty funny.
Just
So
wants
he's
to protect
staring
himself.
against 2 counterspells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of which is a hard counter. It's pretty
So it's
funny.
probably just hoping.
It's funny that he kept the Force of
1,
Wills in
2,
after we were talking about.
3.
Well, we did say it's probably worthwhile from Tim's side to keep at least
Sure.
1, if not 2, in just to be able to answer a true name.
Mhm.
Because there's no way he can answer it
Once
otherwise.
it's on board,
Yeah.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. Maybe like fighting back against some blasts over a price of progress or a snapcaster targeting a price of progress might be in his best interest. Ooh, the Moon of Blood.
That's not bad.
I mean, I guess Brandon only cares about casting red spells for the rest of his game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
So,
Just don't fetch and just leave it.
yeah, I think I would just... I guess you're dead to price anyway. I think instead True Name's
Yeah.
virtual
well, they don't,
damage.
they don't
like-
usually play any basic lands anyway, do they? Grixis Delver?
I don't think
No,
so.
I don't think so either, yeah. So I guess you just
Well, you
let
can
it
fetch
happen.
and fail. Fetch and fail to find. But
Oh, sure. You
but
probably just want to waste.
then you take one instead of the two.
Yeah.
So I think it's better to just leave it, whatever he
The
cares.
sweet thing here is that if Brandon can find like a blast or something, he can force through this bolt because Tim is tapped out, so that he's down to one piece of counter magic. So if he can find a blast or a bolt or
Oof.
not a volcanic island,
Mm.
oh, he's theraping. Ooh,
Oh.
theraping force of will.
So good.
That's actually tech, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then
therapy,
Brandon
yeah.
wins. There we go.
Wow, that's a good play. That's
Yeah.
a good reminder
It's
of
very good.
keeping in mind, keeping a
Eye on
on
yeah,
everything
yeah, we
that you
definitely
have.
had no idea.
Yeah.
Completely forgot about the therapy. That's pretty sweet. It's good.
Yeah, I like that. It's very good.
It's a good way to end a game.
for sure.
Yeah, we see him boarding in Pyroblast here.
And just the singular Cabal therapy. Maybe he's looking for the other couple. Yeah, that was really
Needle,
satisfying.
Close the Storm,
This thing of plus storm on both sides. I guess it's like
Therapy, Stifle,
And
Blood
Timbering,
Moon,
Blood
yeah.
Moon.
Blood Moon,
you probably brought in the other
Probably the
price
other
of
price,
progress. Yeah.
Forked Bolt to take care of Delvers,
Delvers.
Young Pyromancers, and
The like.
yep.
Yeah. Seems
Such
like
foil.
very good choices on both sides. You don't have to worry about overboarding
And a
at all
pyro.
when you're in this sort of matchup, you know.
Two pirates.
Yeah, we can see that Tim likes to play his Fluster Storm's main deck.
Oh,
And,
yeah,
he
for
must
sure.
he must play 1 to 2 price main then.
Yeah.
As he didn't bring any in.
I think he plays two main.
Oh,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
It's a good card.
We did last time. I
Boarding
played
out the snares, yeah.
Snaz, yes.
They just have no target. Boarding out his favourite main deck card into the Royal.
him. Yeah. Take
As
that,
well
Darkness.
as starting out only one Force of Will.
That's a braid.
Brandon signing out a bunch of...
We also
Yeah.
see Tim Evers with their main deck of braid.
That's pretty sweet. I like that.
I like the legacy players trying to make a braid happen.
I feel like it's good.
I
yeah.
think it is good. Yeah.
Oh, it'll happen.
It'll happen. I think it is very good in blue-red control specifically.
Yeah, it
sure,
gives you
for
answers to a lot of problem permanents. Just so versatile.
Like Pithing Needle. And
Who would have
Delver.
thought that like Lightning Bolt and Shatter, when put together, were really
Really
good?
good card.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who knew?
Who would have thunk it?
Like, and even the mana cost being at 2 mana, it's just like, guys, you did it. You
Yeah,
made it good.
instant
on common.
speed. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, maybe it's too good. Maybe we should write a letter to Wizards.
Tweet-
Stop printing good cards.
Tweet at Helen Bergeau.
Dip a raid in butter.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in for another great game. Stay tuned for more. Please like and subscribe to CBR MTG. Thank you.
Bye, guys.